Beloved child of God, incline your ear and open your heart, for a message of great urgency reaches you now. I, Michael, Archangel of the Lord, speak on behalf of the Almighty, for the heavens are stirring over your life. Tomorrow, the 29th of September, marks a moment unlike any other, and for a span of 14 hours, 3 angels have been dispatched, sent with a singular mission, to call your name, to awaken your spirit, and to deliver a message written in eternity before the foundations of the world. Do not ignore this call, for heaven does not speak lightly. When angels are sent, when their voices pierce the veil between the spiritual and the natural, it is because the Father has a matter of utmost importance. The enemy may try to distract, to silence, to create doubt, but I assure you, these 3 angels are persistent, relentless, and full of authority. Their call is not casual, it is urgent. For he shall give his angels charge over you, to keep you in all your ways. Psalm 91 verse 11. You may feel an unfamiliar stirring in your spirit, a sudden pull, or a quiet urging that something significant is about to unfold. This is the precursor of heaven's visitation. The angels will not call your name once and leave. They will call repeatedly, persistently, for 14 hours, until your spirit recognizes their authority, until your soul aligns with their message, and until the divine instructions they carry are received without hesitation. Understand this, the name being called is not merely a sound. It is your identity before God, a declaration of your purpose, a reminder that your life is not an accident. Every syllable carries divine resonance, designed to awaken the parts of you that have been dormant, that have been delayed, that have been hidden by fear, doubt, or distraction. The angels call not only to deliver a message, but to activate your spirit, to align your heart with heaven's timing, to prepare you for breakthroughs, blessings, and assignments that have been waiting for the proper hour. And the angel of the Lord said to her, Do not be afraid, Mary, for you have found favor with God. Luke 1 verse 30. Do not think for a moment that this visitation is random. It is not a dream. It is not imagination. The Father has scheduled this divine encounter, and the 14-hour window is significant. In heaven, numbers carry weight, intention, and precision. 14 is a number of divine completeness, preparation, and testing. The 14 hours represent a period in which heaven stretches its hand toward you, testing your readiness, awakening your faith, and calling you to respond. Each hour will contain opportunity, revelation, and instruction. The 3 angels carry distinct roles. One carries clarity, a message to awaken your understanding, to remove confusion, and to reveal what has been hidden. One carries protection, a shield over your body, mind, and spirit, ensuring that no scheme of the enemy reaches you during this hour. The third carries direction, a roadmap from heaven, illuminating the next steps, the alignments, and the assignments that have been divinely decreed for your life. Together, they form a triad of purpose, a heavenly task force sent to align your destiny with the Father's will. Are not all angels ministering spirits sent to serve those who will inherit salvation? Hebrews 1 verse 14. You may ask, how will I know it is truly them? How will I recognize the call? Beloved, it will not be subtle. It will pierce your spirit, bypassing your thoughts and your fears, and landing directly in the depths of your soul. You will feel urgency, clarity, and authority simultaneously. You may sense a sudden weight lifted, a whisper in your heart, or a vision in your mind. These are not coincidences, these are signatures of heaven. Do not delay. Do not rationalize. The Father is calling, and His messengers will not call in vain. Tomorrow, when the 14 hours begin, position yourself in a place of prayer, stillness, and readiness. Listen, not with your ears alone, but with your heart. Respond, not with hesitation, but with obedience. This call will be a turning point, a moment where heaven's strategy intersects with your faith, and where your destiny begins to unfold in ways that will leave no doubt of God's presence and power. Call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver you, and you shall glorify me. Psalm 50 verse 15. Beloved, the call has begun even now in the spiritual realm. The angels are preparing their approach, aligning the timing, and watching for your readiness. They are calling your name. Listen carefully. Open your spirit. Respond with faith. Tomorrow, the 29th of September, will not be ordinary. It will be extraordinary. And you, beloved child, are at the center of heaven's attention. Beloved child of God, the Father does not operate without divine timing. Every day, every hour, every moment is known to Him, and tomorrow, the 29th of September, has been chosen for you for a reason that surpasses human understanding. Heaven does not announce its plans lightly, and when angels are dispatched with a specific date and a measured span of hours, it is a signal of extraordinary significance. Listen closely, for the meaning of this day and this 14-hour window carries eternal purpose. First, understand the number 14. In the spiritual realm, numbers are not mere symbols, they are a language of heaven. 14 represents completeness, preparation, and divine alignment. It is the number of testing followed by triumph, of struggle followed by reward. Throughout Scripture, the number 14 marks the fulfillment of God's perfect plan. 14 generations leading to divine appointments, 14 steps in preparation for transformation, and the assurance that the fullness of God's purpose cannot be thwarted. So all the generations from Abraham to David were 14 generations, and from David to the exile in Babylon 14 generations, and from the exile to the Messiah 14 generations. Matthew 1 verse 17. The 14-hour window is not arbitrary. It represents a period in which heaven stretches out its hand to you, a concentrated span in which the three angels will press in with messages, protection, and guidance. Each hour is a spiritual checkpoint, a divine moment that requires your readiness, attentiveness, and alignment with God's voice. In this period, your spirit will encounter clarity, your mind will encounter revelation, and your destiny will be marked by shifts that cannot be reversed by human interference or spiritual opposition. The 29th itself carries prophetic weight. In heaven, the combination of numbers signifies alignment, completion, and divine opportunity. This is the day when God's agenda for your life intersects with angelic intervention in ways that will be unmistakable. The call you will hear, the impressions on your spirit, the visions and confirmations you receive, are all orchestrated in precise timing. This is a divine appointment, a window during which your obedience and responsiveness will determine how fully heaven's strategy is manifested in your life. There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1. Do not underestimate the significance of this span. 14 hours in the natural world may seem ordinary, but in the spiritual realm, time is compressed with purpose. Angels operate outside the constraints of human understanding. Their work is deliberate, focused, and infused with authority from the Most High. Within this period, they will remove obstacles, realign circumstances, and communicate what has been pending for months, or even years. They will not leave until every part of their assignment has been fulfilled. The three angels themselves embody distinct roles that coincide with this period. One carries illumination, revealing hidden truths that you have not yet seen, exposing spiritual patterns, and awakening awareness to the steps you must take. Another carries protection, ensuring that no demonic or human interference can hinder the unfolding of God's plan during this crucial window. The third carries activation, imparting spiritual energy, boldness, and authority to step into the promises and assignments that have been delayed or blocked. Together, their presence across the 14-hour span ensures that every element of God's instruction reaches you without interruption. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear Him and delivers them. Psalm 34 verse 7. This period will be intense, deliberate, and unmistakable. You may experience moments of overwhelming clarity, visions, dreams, or even physical impressions that compel you to action. You may sense an unusual heaviness or pressure, a stirring in your spirit, or a persistent impression to pray, move, or speak. These are all signs that the angels are pressing in, that heaven is engaging in your life in ways that demand your focus, and that the Father is positioning you for breakthroughs that align with His eternal will. Do not fear the intensity of this period. Do not ignore the call. The 14 hours are a gift, a time of concentrated divine intervention, designed to equip you, protect you, and prepare you for the unfolding of God's plan. The key is to remain vigilant, prayerful, and responsive. Position yourself in a place of stillness and devotion, open your spirit to receive the messages, and trust that every angelic encounter is calibrated for your benefit. Call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver you, and you shall glorify me. Psalm 50 verse 15. Beloved, tomorrow's date and the 14-hour window are not coincidences. They are a divine orchestration, a heavenly alignment, and a personal invitation to engage with God's presence and His angels in a profound way. He is calling. The angels are waiting. And your readiness will determine how fully the Father's plan unfolds in your life. Beloved child of God, the call you have felt is not empty. The 3 angels dispatched from heaven are not only announcing their presence, they are delivering a message of profound importance, one that has been prepared since the foundations of the earth. Their voices calling your name are more than sound, they are spiritual signals, each syllable infused with authority, revelation, and destiny. Listen carefully, for this is the message you must receive with readiness, faith, and obedience. First, understand that the angels are messengers of clarity. They bring divine understanding to situations that have confused you, illuminated paths that have seemed hidden, and revealed intentions, both divine and deceptive, that surround your life. Where your mind has questioned, their message will confirm. Where your spirit has wavered, their presence will restore certainty. Where fear has sought to cloud your judgment, their intervention will bring peace and resolve. And the angel of the Lord said, Fear not, for I am sent to deliver wisdom and guidance to those who listen. Inspired interpretation from Luke 1 verse 13. Second, the angels carry a message of protection. These 14 hours are not just a period of calling, they are a fortress of spiritual safety. Every plot, every scheme, every hidden assignment designed to hinder your destiny is already being intercepted. The angels' mission is to surround you with shields that cannot be pierced, to stand as sentinels over your mind, body, and spirit, and to guard the treasures of your calling. This protection extends even beyond the natural. It encompasses dreams, visions, prayers, and opportunities that are divinely ordained. You may ask, what exactly is the content of this message? Listen closely. The Father is reminding you of 3 eternal truths. 1. Your identity in Him. The angels affirm that you are a child of God, chosen before the foundations of the world, and equipped with authority over every plan of the enemy. Your name is known in heaven, and the call of your name is a declaration that you belong to God's purposes. This is a moment to remember that nothing can separate you from His love, and no power can override what heaven has decreed. 2. Your purpose is imminent. These angels are bringing instructions for immediate alignment. There are doors about to open, assignments ready to be claimed, and breakthroughs awaiting your action. The call is an awakening, a call to prepare, to position, and to move when the Spirit directs. Delays you have faced are ending. Barriers that seemed immovable are being dismantled. Every message carried by these angels is designed to ensure you step into your destiny without hesitation. 3. Your victory is secured. Beyond instruction and clarity, the angels bring assurance. Victory over fear, over opposition, and over spiritual interference is already written. Their presence is a guarantee that heaven is actively working on your behalf. The Father's plan will not fail, and their message confirms that you are not alone. Every obstacle that has loomed large is being neutralized in the unseen realm, and the fruit of this intervention will manifest in your life at the appointed time. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear Him, and delivers them. Psalm 34 verse 7. The message also includes personal guidance. Some of you will hear direction regarding relationships, finances, spiritual decisions, or personal growth. Others will be instructed to release burdens, forgive, or align with divine timing in ways that you have not yet considered. The angel's words are precise and tailored to your circumstances. No one else can receive them on your behalf. Be alert to spiritual impressions. You may sense nudges to pray, move, or speak. You may receive dreams, visions, or sudden understanding. Each of these is a fragment of the message being delivered. Do not dismiss any whisper of the Spirit. The angel's call will continue persistently, but your reception of their message depends on attentiveness, obedience, and faith. Finally, understand that this message is both urgent and transformative. It is a turning point in your life. Those 14 hours represent a concentrated period in which heaven moves decisively. The angels are not passive observers, they are active agents of change, preparing your life for what God has decreed. You are entering a season of alignment, breakthrough, and spiritual awakening, and the message they carry is your key to unlocking it fully. Call upon me in the day of trouble, I will deliver you, and you shall glorify me. Psalm 50 verse 15. Beloved, receive this message with an open heart. Pray, listen, and respond. The angels are calling your name, not to alarm you, but to prepare you. Tomorrow, when the 14 hours begin, you will see the fullness of what heaven has been orchestrating. Their call is your invitation to step into clarity, protection, and victory. Beloved child of God, the message has been delivered. The angels have called your name. The 14-hour window begins tomorrow, and heaven is inviting you to align your spirit, mind, and body to receive all that has been sent. But this is not a passive moment. It is a call to action, a call to readiness, vigilance, and obedience. How you respond now will determine how fully you experience the blessings, guidance, and protection heaven is offering. First, prepare your spirit. Find a quiet place, free from distractions, where you can open your heart and mind to the presence of God and His angels. Prayer must be intentional and focused. Ask the Lord to reveal anything that might be hindering your reception. Confess doubts, fears, and distractions, and invite the angels to minister clearly to your spirit. The spiritual preparation is foundational, for you cannot hear their messages fully if your soul is cluttered with confusion or unresolved conflict. Prepare your hearts and be vigilant, for the Lord is about to do a new thing in your life. Inspired interpretation from Isaiah 43 verse 19. Second, prepare your mind. The enemy will attempt to create doubt, distraction, or fear to divert your attention. Resist the temptation to rationalize or dismiss what is coming. Write down your intentions to remain alert, to focus on the angelic messages, and to act in faith. Memorize and meditate on scriptures that reinforce God's protection, clarity, and authority over your life. When your mind is anchored in His Word, the call of the angels will resonate clearly, and you will discern their instructions without confusion. Third, prepare your body. Spiritual reception is often linked to physical readiness. Rest well tonight. Eat wisely. Drink water. Avoid unnecessary engagements that may scatter your attention during the 14-hour window. Consider fasting or dedicating this period to prayer and worship. By creating a sacred space physically and spiritually, you open yourself fully to the angelic presence, allowing heaven to move freely in and through your life. Be still, and know that I am God. Psalm 46 verse 10. Fourth, remain attentive to spiritual impressions. Angels often communicate through subtle nudges, feelings, visions, or sudden clarity. Pay attention to thoughts that seem divinely inspired, prayers that feel unusually powerful, or repeated impressions that cannot be ignored. The three angels sent for you will not only deliver information, they will direct action. Listen, write, and act as you are led. Obedience amplifies reception and ensures that every instruction is carried out in alignment with God's will. Fifth, guard your heart and your environment. The enemy will attempt to oppose this moment of divine intervention. Protect your surroundings with prayer. Pray over your home, your family, and your belongings. Speak the word of God aloud, declaring protection over your life. Encourage the angels' work by refusing to engage in distractions, gossip, or fear-based thinking. The more you protect your heart and space, the more the angels can minister effectively. For He will give His angels charge over you to keep you in all your ways. Psalm 91 verse 11. Sixth, prepare to receive revelation, guidance, and action steps. The angels carry clarity, protection, and activation. Be ready to note insights, visions, or instructions. Some of these may be immediate, small adjustments in your daily routine, words of reconciliation, or decisions you must make. Others may be long-term, marking new seasons of growth, influence, and purpose. Trust that every detail delivered is purposeful, designed for your good and God's glory. Finally, respond in faith and gratitude. The The call of angels is a privilege, not a common occurrence. As you pray, worship, and remain attentive, acknowledge the presence of heaven with thanksgiving. Speak aloud your readiness, declare your obedience, and affirm your trust in God's plan. By responding with faith, you position yourself for maximum impact, allowing heaven's power to move unhindered in your life. Let all that you do be done in love, and let your heart remain steadfast in the Lord, for He has sent His angels to guide and protect you. Inspired interpretation from 1 Corinthians 16 verse 14. Beloved, the 14 hours ahead are a divine opportunity, a concentrated period of intervention, revelation, and alignment. To respond correctly, align your spirit, prepare your mind, ready your body, guard your space, listen attentively, and receive in faith. When the angels call, do not hesitate. Do not doubt. Do not resist. This is your appointed time, your season of awakening, and your moment to step fully into what heaven has ordained. The Father has sent His angels. They are calling your name, and your readiness will determine the fullness of what is released tomorrow. Prepare diligently. Pray earnestly. Receive obediently. And stand ready for the glory of God to manifest in ways you have never imagined. Beloved child of God, hear the voice of heaven now. The angels have called your name, and their call is persistent, urgent, and filled with divine authority. Tomorrow, the 29th of September, marks a sacred hour, and the 14 hours of angelic visitation are a window of revelation, protection, and activation. You are not alone, the heavens are aligned on your behalf, and the Most High Himself is orchestrating every detail. As you step into this appointed time, walk in faith, obedience, and vigilance. The three angels are not merely heralds, they are ministers of God's will, carrying messages that will illuminate your path, shield your spirit, and empower your destiny. Receive their call with a heart unclouded by doubt, a mind fixed on His word, and a spirit anchored in prayer. Let every impression, every whisper, every vision guide your steps as the Father intends. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear Him, and delivers them. Psalm 34 verse 7. Do not allow fear, hesitation, or distraction to divert you. Stand firm in the knowledge that you are chosen, protected, and beloved. Speak your name with courage, affirm your readiness, and declare your trust in God's plan. This is your divine appointment, a time when hidden doors will open, blocked blessings will be released, and the purposes of heaven will intersect powerfully with your life. Guard your heart and your space, remain attentive to spiritual impressions, and act promptly on the instructions delivered. The angels are persistent because the message is crucial, the protection is real, and the activation is immediate. Your obedience amplifies the impact of this heavenly visitation. Call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver you, and you shall glorify me. Psalm 50 verse 15. Beloved, receive this benediction as a seal over your spirit. You are known, you are called, and you are guarded. The Father's angels surround you, His word guides you, and His Spirit strengthens you. Answer the call with readiness, step into the 14-hour window with faith, and allow the fullness of heaven's plan to unfold in your life. Go forth now in clarity, peace, and divine authority, knowing that you are held, protected, and activated by God Himself. The heavens have spoken, and your destiny is aligned with their call. Amen.